And if you are listening to this and you're in Chilliwack, there is a school board by-election because the lady that was the school board person got elected provincially. So if you care about the fabric of our society in Chilliwack, and do your homework and do some digging on who you should vote for, and go vote, do your civic duty. Yep. Literally, people died. And that was another thought that came, the whole, because you have another show note about the flag and the anthem and at the hockey games. Okay. And it all tied into like the people getting their head blown off in the trenches. Like, what were they fighting for?
Freedom.
They were fighting for freedom. And yes. I mean, that term's been overused, and it's been a point of conflict, but it shouldn't. Like, we do, anybody, no matter what end of the political spectrum, would agree that as a general rule in Canada, we have a lot of freedom, right?
Yes.
And we should appreciate that. You have a freedom to basically do all kinds of weird things that you probably shouldn't, but I mean, whatever. Like,
yes.
So,
yeah.
Anyways.
That reminds me, there's Victor Orban. He was on an interview a couple of weeks ago. He's I can't remember, one of the European countries where he's the president of. And he was talking about that people in they did a big survey in Europe, and people in Western Europe got asked, do you think your kids' lives are going to be better than your own lives? And in Western Europe, they said, no, our kids' lives are going to be worse. And in Eastern Europe, they voted mostly that their kids' lives are going to be better. And his reasoning for that was, in Eastern Europe, they still felt communism. He himself was in communism himself. And it's like, this is awful. Like, I don't want this. And so they're working hard to make it different and better, and they are. And in Western Europe, they've had 3-4 generations of peace, mind you, the war, but not communism.
But most of the people now, like the boomers alive, were babies are not even born, right?
Exactly.
Like, to be fair, right?
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
Most are pre-50 now at this point, because we're 19, 20.
And so they don't know what they're fighting for. They don't know they don't know what they have. No. And it's not being taught. It's actually the opposite is being taught. I mean, so
in Western Europe, do you think that there's not enough history being taught anymore?
Not enough history. No, not at all. I mean, most of my family in Holland would be like, they would have voted for Kamala. Like, they're socialists. Like, they don't believe in free speech. They don't. It's just. I found, I don't know how you found your experience at our school that we grew up in, but I felt like they did an amazing job with history, and especially, like, we just really learned about the world wars. We learned about. I thought Social Studies 11 was awesome. I thought we had. Yeah. Anyways, that was the Mexico trip. So, anyways. We'll go to chapter 3 of Gentle and Lowly. The title of the chapter is The Happiness of Christ. So we're going through the book Gentle and Lowly, the heart of Christ for sinners and sufferers, one chapter a week. Marie, Gary's wife, messaged the group chat yesterday and said, 10 minutes, too long, skipping that part.
Fair.
On the flip side, I do also think that if we were reading about how angry God is at us, people wouldn't skip forward as much, because people don't like hearing about the love of Jesus. I
don't think it's that. I think that Marie figures that people should just read the book themselves, and that us reading the book to them is hard to listen to compared to the banter about chop square.
Well,
but
Marie,
we digress. We'll keep it very short. I always have one point, but I'll let you make your point first.
Okay, I'll start. Hey guys, if you enjoy that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here, and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.